everybody, welcome to the next game that I'm going to play, which is Alien Isolation. Yes! The game that I've been looking forward to most this year since Dark Souls 2 came out, and it's finally arrived. Now, I haven't watched any gameplay footage. I just quickly play tested it to kind of see if all the controls were right, so did that. However, like I said, finally released. We of course can all remember the debacle that was Aliens Colonial Marines. It was horrible, didn't even play on this PC. I had to resort to my father's laptop for it, and that didn't really run that well. It was a train wreck, horrible, and people screamed out, why didn't they make a scary game with only one alien? And here we go. And it was kind of sad because, of course, the creators of this game wanted to shout it off the roofs, like, we are making that game that you guys want. And when this was released, ironically, since everybody had that bad aftertaste of Colonial Marines, everybody was like, well, I don't know if this is going to save the franchise. But we are like 1.5 years further, and, you know, I've been wanting to get into this again. In preparation, I watched the old Alien movie again, so that was very cool. No, I'm a big Alien fan, but I want it right. I mean, all of the games that came out, except for AVP2, were kind of mediocre. I'm going to be very strict on this game. Like I said, I haven't watched any trailers, but I did listen to some previews, and some of them said actually that it wasn't even that scary, and I'm quite difficult to scare. I'm very strict when it comes to that. I mean, Dread Out was a game that a lot of people said, oh, it's so scary. I completely bashed that game, didn't find it scary at all. So this game is going to actually, needs to do its best to actually scare me. The creators promised a lot of great AI, where the alien would actually be actively hunting you, though there is now actually a survivor mode, which I'm not too sure what it is, but it sounds to me like a sort of Slender-ish game where in real time it will probably hunt you, so maybe that won't actually be happening in the single player. But then again, I just want to get into this. It's from the Creators Assembly, which is the same studio that, or it's the same company that made the Total War games. Not the same exact studio though. They're under the same roof. But yeah, here we have the Crew Expendable though, which of course I pre-purchased the game, so I get that Ripley mission. Now normally this game is actually after the first Alien movie, since I play the daughter of Ripley, and let's see, so chronologically, I would actually be playing this first, but I'm a little bit afraid that if I do that, that some of the scary tropes will already be spoiled for me, like in the DLC for The Last of Us. Even though that was released later, it already had spoiled things for you. So I'm going to just play the Alien Isolation game first, and then we'll actually look at all of these other modes. Let's start this game. Like I said, I played it a little bit to kind of get the controls and stuff on our way. We're going to play on hard. It's a game. Challenging and terrifying. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. So we have it here. I'm going to keep it on this because I know that the YouTube grains out a little bit of the darkness. So originally I think it was like this, but we're going to keep it like this. Just enter confirm. The alien is not the only threat on board of the station. Yeah, I heard that. I heard there are like androids and stuff there as well, or robots. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Like I said, I thought that we might face a face hugger. That would be kind of scary, since they jump at you and stuff. I'm so excited! No! This is very cool though. That they kept this old 80s CVR
Final
vibe.
report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting.
Sigourney! Oh, talk to me, baby.
The other members of the crew. Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett,
Ash,
and Captain Dallas are dead.
Oh. What a movie.
Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Yes! Yes, I want to play it so bad. I'm going to be very strict on it, like I said. If the game doesn't scare me, I'm gonna let it know, alright? I'm gonna say, hey, game, pick up the pace, dude. Come on.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing.
She does look a little bit like Sigourney, huh? It's pretty cool.
Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
I have to say something though. The game, and I said this on the podcast as well. If you haven't listened or watched the podcast, do it. But the game doesn't really look ugly, but it doesn't look pretty as well. Like, I think after playing, for example, Shadows of Mordor, I think that is really impressive graphically. And this isn't really, but it's also all in, of course, a closed area, of course, you know, all hallways, corridors. Pretty sterile-looking chambers with these padded walls and everything, so I guess there's not a whole lot of detail in there, but still. Look at that sexy legs! Of course, the advantage to that is that it runs smooth as a baby, where Shadows of Mordor does have its hiccups. Runs smooth as a baby with 90 frames and stuff. Very nice. But, like I said, I mean, you know, it's supposed to be next-gen, not too much. I do like this, though. The smears on the ground are a nice touch, a very nice detail. But, for example, there's a shower room, and actually I would have liked it if, for example, I would step in there that you actually see wet footsteps, but, you know, whatever. So we have physics going on here, that's always cool. Let's sign in. Ripley, there we go. Let's check some of the other stuff. I seem to be the last one that actually woke up from my cryo sleep. We can search things. I thought that was blinking. I could use that. And this is what I'm talking about. So in a corridor like this, not a whole lot of detail can be really made, right? This is pretty cool though that it's also in Japanese. And then personal source. Okay. I'll take all. A little bit of scavenging going on. I like that a lot. Seems to be randomized as well. Didn't get the same stuff that I had last time. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, baby. Bow, bow, bow. But of course, my body isn't wet at all. And I'm like, come on, guys. Next gen. I mean... This is pretty cool, though, that they keep that 80s VCR vibe with all the old style monitors like PCs were, you know, back in the 80s. I was afraid they would modernize it because, of course, the story is in the future, but it's funny that all the technology that they use in the movie is also old looking. Alright, just missed you. Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him, he's got good papers. Same old story. Megacorps undercut him, picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies, and I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay, though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol station. Ha! What a shithole. Still, I hear Weyland-Yutani pay well. Good luck to you. You can't beat them, right? Let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. I have to say something, I have to admit something. I have never in my life watched Alien 3. I watched Alien 1, Aliens, Alien 4, Alien vs. Predator 1, Alien vs. Predator 2. Now here we can save manually, which is like Deadly Premonition, where I call to save, which is kind of ironic. And we see me, Ripley, Taylor, Samuels, Connor, Verlaine. I'm 003WY. Everybody signed in, so I'm indeed the last one. Let's get dressed. There we go. One thing that's pretty cool is I noticed that with control, and if I push that, I can actually peek around corners. And I just say a lot of atmosphere has been put in, a lot of just details. I mean, these are obviously like the, you know, where everybody's sleeping, and everybody's bed is sort of like a little bit different, right? So, you know, this guy has a magazine. Even like the magazine is even like 80s style. That's kind of cool. It's a neat detail. He has a shirt. Like I said, for that it's not graphically too impressive. It got these nice touches. Like, you know, it's like some rips here in the foam and everything. That's cool. I gotta say something though, with these horror type games, I explore every inch of the environment because I just want to soak up all of the details and the whole vibe. We got the medical bay.
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities.
He's an android, isn't he?
Well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
So I turned up the film grain because it's bullshit. When I checked Alien in preparation for this, I rented it on Blu-ray, so it looked absolutely new. I watched it with my girlfriend, and she was like, "Wait, is this movie is at 79? Doesn't look like it at all." I can push buttons though to interact with stuff. I always like that. See, this is ironic. I got stuck here last time. This door wasn't open, and the other door wasn't open as well, and I got stuck, and I had to replay it. That's why I started over. I guess it was bugged or something. I pushed the thing in the medical bay, which let the bed slide in. I don't know if that bugs it out. The medical bay door was locked as well. Couldn't get back into it. It was stupid. I searched for like 10 minutes and realized, well, probably something's wrong.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good, and I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realise your mother has been missing for 15 years and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
I'll talk to the rest of them.
All personnel to the bridge. Approaching Sevastopol station.
Looks like we're up.
Hold on, we'll be there in a moment. Oh, well, she goes away. So she has a very British accent for an Asian lady. That's born and raised there. Ooh, look at that! Hippo. Is that a teacup? Okay, don't mind me. Tape recorders. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. These are these small details that I love. At 80. Wow. Old style Game Boy or something. Fucking Mr. Game & Watch. What do you got for me? Let's see, to N. Taylor. So, wait a minute. Hey Taylor, I got your case request. It may take me a while to dig out. The files in the incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel, the USCSS Nostromo, went missing. No trace was found on its cargo or crew. Apart from a new science officer, the rest of the crew had worked together before, 7 in all. Yeah. Ash. How do I page down, I guess. What the fuck? That was Captain Ash, science officer. Kane, or is Kane. Executive officer. Ripley, warrant officer. Navigation. Parker, chief engineer. Brett, engineer. Weyland-Yutani lost a lot of money from it. It's a bit of a black mark in the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try and find the files later, clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you go through them. Maybe some of your luck will rub off on me. I hear upstairs, have an eye on you for something big. Soul. How do I... There we go. Outbound and return transportation for Weyland-Yutani. Blah blah blah. Samuels, Christopher, Ripley, Amanda, Taylor, Nina. Nina? One second, blah 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 blah. Okay. Oops. My bad. It's cute. I see this. Okay. Guess I took everything here. Alright, let's go to the bridge.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep con so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
A little bit of robotic animation, though. I gotta say that. It's characters really don't feel alive. She was just standing there, not moving her head much. Hey there, boy, girl. Ooh. Oh, what is this? Wait, what? do something. E collects.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors.